Good morning, everyone. It's March 13th, 2025, and welcome to our weekly Psalm meditation. This morning, as we continue through Lent, I'd like to read to you a portion of Psalm 19. It's Psalm 19, verses 9 to 14. That's verses 9 to 14. The fear of the Lord is clean and endures forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, more than much fine gold, sweeter than honey in the comb. By them also is your servant enlightened, and in keeping them there is great reward. Who can tell how often he offends? Cleanse me from my secret faults. Above all, keep your servant from presumptuous sins. Let them not get dominion over me. Then shall I be whole and sound and innocent of a great offense. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Good morning, Diane, up in Ontario. And good morning, Gail, down here in Arizona. Psalm 19, verses 9 to 14. It's a portion of the psalm, but it starts off speaking about the fear of the Lord. And of course, in the biblical sense, fear of the Lord means the obedience to God, the love of God, awe of God. So the fear of the Lord endures forever, and that God's laws and judgments are true and righteous, more to be desired, it says in verse 10, than gold, more than fine gold and sweeter than honey in the comb. So God's law, the Torah, but specifically God's way of calling us to live, to love each other, to uphold each other, to reach out, to care for each other, to heal, to feed. All the parts that we hear, all that Jesus teaches, are to be sought after more than even gold or the sweetest honey, because it's God's word that sustains us, and God's love that sustains us through our lives, through all needs and challenges, through good times and through bad times. Above all, it says in verse 13, keep your servant from presumptuous sin. Let them not get dominion over me. Keep us from sinning. Keep us from temptation, coming off of our gospel reading on Sunday of Jesus and the temptations in the wilderness. Keep us from sinning so that we may be kept whole and sound and not do any offenses. And then it finishes with that beautiful little prayer that sometimes I will use before I do my sermons. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and Redeemer. So when you have a chance, Psalm 19, verses 9 to 14, and again, it just speaks to God, what God offers us, and how we are to seek it, and that we ask God to keep us from doing the wrong things, to keep us from sin, to keep us whole, that we don't do any offense towards God or to others. Let's finish with a prayer. Gracious Creator of heaven and earth, your word has come among us as the true Son of righteousness, and the good news of his birth has gone out to the ends of the world. Open our eyes to the light of your law, that we may be purified from sin and serve you without reproach for the sake of Jesus Christ, our light and our life. So have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next Thursday as we continue through our Lenten journey. Bye-bye.